Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast. In this episode, we do Am I the Asshole on Reddit. It's a little subreddit that we read through. We have some good stories off there that are kind of funny.
Good discussion.
Good. Yeah, we got a good discussion, so we hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for listening.
All right, guys. So we don't even have a plan for what we're gonna even do for the podcast today. All three of us have just snorted a whole spiral of cocaine. So we're just gonna riff. So I'm thinking, God, who is this guy anyway?
I'm thinking God.
All right, let me stop you right there, Sean. I appreciate the energy. We actually do have some stuff planned, but we don't have cocaine, unfortunately.
Yeah, no cocaine.
I don't know. Sean just got here. Sean could have had some cocaine.
Did you drive with cocaine in your system?
Dude,
Tell me about it later.
I do. Okay.
In this episode,
watches The Wolf on Wall Street once. This one we're browsing through a subreddit community called Am I the Asshole?
Yep.
Where people post some life stories trying to discover if they are the asshole or if they're
usually
okay.
a conflicting situation.
Yeah,
and,
comments will go to war over it like comments do. And we've selected some pretty bangers, some good discussions. Yeah. There is a what's it called? A language warning if that applies to you. If we're going to read the posts as they are. There's nothing too crazy. I don't think. Did you save that one?
I did.
Okay, there's a C word warning. Bray and I were discussing how that's like the last word that has power.
That is the last withholding word in the U.S. language. That does not hurt. That hurts.
Yeah.
It does hurt. So, no, that
there is that.
Explicit warning for y'all. It has the E next to our title for a reason, okay?
Yeah. It does.
I'm just kidding. I'm going to start us off with just an easy one.
Okay.
For you guys.
Thank you.
Okay.
Am I the asshole when asking for a water cup at a fast food place, only to turn around and put a soft drink in it? Am I the asshole?
Are you doing it to their face? Like, it sounds like it's turning around, like you're at McDonald's and you turn around and then you just
no one sees you do it. You just fill it up.
I don't think you're the asshole from stealing from a corporate machine like McDonald's, but maybe a mom and pop shop that's barely getting by that needs that. I don't know. I mean, the price of a sody pop at a fast food is like $1, $2, $3,
$2. But to produce it for that corporate machine to produce
it costs them nothing.
It maybe a penny.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
it's the cup that costs something too. So them giving you the cup is the value.
Yeah.
Then they already gave you a free water cup. The cup is.
Okay, I think if you fill it with Sprite, it's fine.
The users on Reddit said that they were the asshole.
Well, what do y'all think? I mean, Sean,
all the comments just said, "Yeah, that's stealing." I think no, you're not the asshole.
They're acting like they get off your high horse, like oh, that's stealing. Like everyone steals something. It's always small. Most people, everyone steals a little something. Everyone's breaking some law somewhere.
It's like. If it's from McDonald's and they gave you a free water cup in my mind and you fill it with something, it's like if I wanted to pay for the drink, it's because I want a bigger cup. You know what I mean? It's not like I steal like soda all the time. Most of the time I just buy a soda because I'm not broke.
And it doesn't bother me. I've never stolen a soda before, but I don't know. It's like $1 at McDonald's, but anywhere else it. At Wendy's, a large drink, I think, is like $2.
Yeah,
that's
but
crazy.
Like I'll pay it. But like if someone else does it, I'm like, yeah, whatever. I don't care. You're stealing Sprite, like a half of a cent worth of Sprite, so it's fine.
I don't know. That's a toughie. Sean, verdict?
I mean, I never really recognize it as like stealing, but it is. Yeah. I mean, essentially, it is like because it's not something that I'm personally above. you know. But usually when I'm asking for a water cup, it's because I want water. But
Understand?
back in the day, yeah, I would like it a water cup and fill it with like Powerade or something like that.
Powerade's not clear.
It's blue, isn't
but
it?
what about those places where like the water is shit? You know, like there's some places where the water tastes so bad that it's like I'd rather just have like a soda, a Dr. Pepper, or what have you.
Nah, I think minor asshole.
You think minor asshole? Okay.
Like a minor asshole misdemeanor.
I'm gonna say not the asshole.
I'm gonna say not the asshole, but it's $1, so
It's $1.
if you can't afford that, you probably shouldn't be going out anyways.
It's true.
Go home, make some rice.
You ever heard of ramen, dog?
You ever hear of ramen? You get sick of it really quick, but it is damn cheap.
It's also better dry than it is wet.
I disagree.
I eat
Weirdo.
dry ramen. Am I the asshole?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. All right. I got one. Am I the asshole for breaking up with my girlfriend when I found out she was asexual? So, for the record, I have nothing against people who are asexual. What two consenting adults do or don't do is none of my business, and I honestly couldn't care less. But I don't think I could live that life. A few years ago, I was dating a girl from the start. I knew sex wasn't going to be a big part of the relationship early on. She was a young Christian girl. I was young as well, don't worry. So I figured things wouldn't be as sexually driven, and I was more willing to wait as long as she wanted. She had a wonderful personality, and just one of the main reasons I was attracted to her. Eventually, we had a conversation about sex, and she revealed to me that she was asexual with no intent on having sex ever, even talking about adopting as opposing to doing the dance with no pants, as she did still want kids. So this made me somewhat uncomfortable, and I'm not completely sure if a relationship like that would work for me, so I ended up ending the relationship. However, after doing so, I got practically attacked by a mutual friend, calling me an asshole and various other nasty things. I've honestly been questioning this for a while, and I'm curious to what the internet says about it.
Not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
Mm-mm.
If you want it to be your kid, it's up to you. You know? I'm gonna say not the asshole.
Wait, did you
What?
say if you wanted to beat your kid?
What did you just say to me?
That's why. Like I said that wrong. I said that incorrectly. If you want it to be your kid genetically, like it's kind of a big deal.
Oh, okay.
Then it's your choice. You know, you don't have to date her or go through with it. She's probably nice, but it's not your thing. It's whatever.
Yeah.
Not the asshole. That is my verdict. Ryan?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it would be if it's like a long-term relationship, like if you're talking about kids.
Yeah.
Then,
It's kind of a big deal.
I think if one partner wants something big like that, and if the other doesn't, it's not like they should force it, obviously, but that just means that it wouldn't work out. I think it'd be the same relationship standard as like, I want kids, she doesn't, and then we break up over it if we're that serious. You know, I think it's just one of those things where it's like people are what people are, and you can't. Sometimes there's some things you can't compromise. So I suppose not the asshole.
I'm sure it's kind of a bummer, but like, if you can't change it, you can't change it.
So is that okay? Yeah, asexuality is very interesting.
Yeah, like
It's
you
intriguing.
have no interest at all in sex. It's weird.
Huh. I feel like there's a joke in there.
Somewhere. Anyone find it?
I've got a couple, but it's too early in the podcast.
Oh shit. Okay. I got a little form here for us. Am I the asshole for going to the bar after my daughter was born?
All right, celebratory drink.
The titles are always great. Okay, so this is about 8 years ago, but recently was told it was a shitty thing. So my daughter was born 2/10 of 2010, and I have like 3 close lifelong friends with birthdays on 2/11. One of which was my best friend. They used to catch the bus when they were very young. Will be 30 this year, turning 21, a milestone birthday. So these 3 friends organized a group party at the bar. So I went to the bar probably less than 24 hours after the birth of my first child. Recently, a different lifelong friend got a new girlfriend, and she says I was an asshole. Couple points I'd like to provide. Bar was conveniently located within 1 mile of the hospital. There was 2. There was an hour or 2. He was there maybe an hour or 2, had maybe 1 or 2 drinks, did not get drunk. 3, asked the child's mother if I could go. She said he could. Number 4, I like beer. So what do you think, asshole? And a short little edit along with the reply, just a few things. The baby was not in the NICU. It was in the maternity ward. He got to hold them whenever he pleased. He gave most of the bottles and such. He didn't think it would matter whether they were... Oh, it might not matter, but they were not married. So it was just like, a little fling there.
Okay.
Friend's girlfriend did not have any of this information, so I'm asking this from context from that. So is he the asshole?
Probably.
Yeah.
Think so?
Yeah.
I would think so.
If you like, I feel like from at least what my understanding of giving birth, it sounds like a somewhat tiring process. So I feel like you should probably be there for the person that you impregnated,
Even if it's not your wife?
even if it's not your wife.
Fair?
That dude's gonna be a dirtbag dad, I think.
Understand.
Wait, and he said that his
that-
his girlfriend said it was okay. He goes to the bar.
Yeah, she said it was fine.
That was a test, dude.
That
and he
was like
failed.
that
was a test, and he failed.
No, it wasn't his girlfriend. Like, it was a fling.
Well, like the girl that he impregnated.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What were they like dating? They weren't dating then?
No, it was
Just
just...
a one night stand or just fling and
It must have been like
She
a
got
fling
knocked up.
and then knocked up, yeah. Does
I
that
mean,
change the situation?
I
It's
guess,
still your
like-
child. It's not like your child will remember it, though.
You're not. I mean, he's not an asshole in the sense that like he didn't just like completely like leave her. So that's good.
Yeah.
But
okay.
like it seemed that like he obviously had no intention of like being there. I guess.
Well, he
like-
did give the baby some bottles and then just like dipped. So I guess he...
Well, isn't that why you
Yeah.
pregame to hospitals when you go? I hear that's cheaper. That's more economic.
No.
take 4 shots and then walk in the door and say, okay, where's
Where's the
Yeah.
baby? Where's the baby, ma'am?
I'm sorry.
She's giving birth. You're just on the way. Like, how can I help? What do you need?
What do you need?
Get me some gloves.
Also, this is fucking gross. Like,
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if being drunk or buzzed would help or
I actually think it would help a lot.
it. I don't know, dude. I feel like from again my limited understanding of giving birth, I feel like it's a scary, bloody ordeal
Sounds about right, yeah.
that I don't want to see.
I also don't want to see it. I've seen a birth video for health, and I like...
See, I've never seen that.
You haven't?
No,
I did-
fuck that. No,
Yeah,
no,
I
no,
did
no.
not enjoy it at all.
I watched a video of Obama's birth. You guys ever watch that?
What?
Yeah.
Wait, Obama,
sure it
like
wasn't
Obama
fake?
being born or Michelle
Apparently.
Obama giving birth?
I'm sure it was fake, but like,
Oh.
wait, Michelle
generic-
Obama giving birth to Obama
No,
No,
to just an Obama.
What's her name? Malala?
and Obama? No, yeah, no.
An Obama,
Supposedly, it was a video of Barack Obama being born, but
No.
not sure if that's
that's right. On VHS.
on view.
Pop in this tape, son. This is how Obama was born.
Oh my
Okay, no,
gosh.
the relationship actually might change that outcome for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, what kind of I don't know. Like, what do they decide is his role in the kid's life?
Yeah,
Like, are they going to split ways, or is he supposed to be like
You
a
have
father
limited- You
figure?
have limited information here.
Yeah, if he's supposed to be like the father figure, he should probably be there. But if it's like the girl's like, I don't want to raise this with you, then it's nice that he showed up. But whatever, I'll peace out. I don't need. I don't know. This
I'm leaning towards he's the
here's the
asshole.
thing, if it was something else other than a bar, would
it would be
it
okay.
be different?
Yes, it would.
It would. Like
It
if
would.
he was going to the sports game,
Oh,
that's just as bad.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
just as
worse because
bad.
fuck sports.
Yeah,
If he was going
It
to
was-
go,
it
if he
was
was going to be a
also-
guest on his friend's podcast,
that's fine.
that's fine.
yeah,
Not
that's
the
completely
asshole.
fine.
Yeah,
Major,
not
not
the
the
asshole.
asshole moment.
Yeah, that's
Well,
a man
like-
who knows how to prioritize.
Well, he went to the bar with his friends. He's known for like he went to kindergarten with this guy.
Yeah,
So like, does that like he's been friends with him for a long time? But does he skip the birthday bar sesh with the bros to be with his child?
Birthday bar sesh with the boys. I don't know.
I know, but he already gave the baby a couple bottles. Baby
Okay,
won't remember.
he's
it.
known his friend for like 20 years, and he's known the baby for what, like an hour? Which is
So,
the real
like-
friend?
the bar.
The bar.
the bar.
All right. I'm going to say I don't know. gonna say no contest?
Are you gonna say not enough information?
Not enough information.
No contest.
No contest.
I'm gonna say asshole.
Okay, Brace
I'm
says
gonna say
asshole.
asshole. I was on the fence for a minute. Is that bad?
See, I'm still on the fence just because I don't know the relationship
Not
between
enough
him and the baby
information.
mama.
Baby
See, like,
mama.
because like,
mama.
does she want him? Does she want him to be the dad, or do they have like a mutual agreement where like, hey, like it's gonna be nice if you're around for like this part of his life, but you're kind of an asshole, so maybe like she doesn't even like want him to be the dad or something. Maybe that's why she said it's okay that you go to the bar.
She,
Like,
she
I don't
did
need
say
you.
it was fine. So
Yeah, but that can be a
Like,
test
woman
too. That
find
can
is
mean
that's.
that can mean
I don't
so
know.
many
I
things.
feel like it wouldn't be a test because she's already like, yeah, I don't.
I think she's got other things on her mind and in her hands, like a baby, rather than like
Yo,
some loser. So she had sex with her once, and he's like, can I go to the bar? And she's like, yeah, sure, whatever, just get out. Like I hate you.
yeah,
I don't
it's-
know.
It's all relation. I'm gonna say he's an
Yeah.
asshole. I'm an asshole.
I'm gonna say wear a condom.
Yeah, okay, you know what?
Yep.
Yeah, he's an asshole for not pulling out or wearing protection. There we go.
Bet.
But
Chowdy, you got the next one.
all right. Am I the asshole for killing my friend's tarantula? My friend is into tarantulas and has a couple of them at his house. I don't like spiders at all. They creep me out tremendously. He invited me and another friend to his house to play PS4. He showed the tarantulas as usual, always inside their enclosures. He knows I hate having them close by, but if they're secure inside their little enclosures, I'm okay with it. I know he has pranked people before, so I made it very clear to never do that to me, as I'd very likely just kill it out of fear.
Bless you.
We're playing PS4 and he goes, gets something for us to eat. Meanwhile, I'm just looking at his books. He gets there with a plate with a cover on it, and the kind that goes in the microwave so food doesn't splatter everywhere.
Oh God.
Our other friends take the cover and does a huge jump scare, hitting the plate and making the freaking tarantula fly in my direction. I had a book in my hand, and out of reflex, I threw the book at it, killing it right there. So now he's all pissed at me for being a pussy and killing the harmless animal. Other people are always blaming me for it, and I even got an angry WhatsApp message from a guy that also has tarantulas at home. Am I the asshole?
No.
No,
Not
not at all.
No, tarantulas are very scary.
They're fucking horrifying.
They're gigantic. I mean, I can't imagine having to clean up one that's been smashed by a book.
That's gotta be so gooey.
That would be
That's some shit
disgusting.
that would leave a stain on your pants.
Yeah.
Like that's massive.
Yeah.
See, like personally, I like tarantulas, and I would never kill a tarantula. I think it's pretty cool to find one in my food. Actually, not that I would eat it, but
Just admire it
I just
in
admire it.
your ramen.
Yeah.
I guess and I mean,
But-
either way, I don't think it is. But if it was like right on you, I would understand it. But it sounds like she threw a book at it. Like,
Oh yeah, it
there
depends
was a
the
little distance
Yeah.
there.
Like they even warn them too. They're all like, "If you pull a prank on me, I will kill it out of fear."
That's true. But I'm
But-
talking like if I'm sitting here and the tarantula's across the table over there, and I throw a book at it, yeah, that's fucked up. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
also a trick
But
shot.
If it's like, okay, that's true. But if it's like on my foot and I kill it, it's fair game, right?
I don't think it's fair for the guy to call him a pussy because he's the one playing a PS4. So Xbox gang, rise up! Am I right, ladies?
Am I right?
Add me at Clixify on Xbox, please.
Add me a Mormon model
Just how
and
it
add
sounds.
Sean.
A Sky Bison.
The last,
The last
guy.
The last
Bison.
Sky Bison, yes.
That's me.
Oh yeah, Redux_glitch on Instagram. Everybody.
Yeah, if you have a PS4, you can go ahead and just stop.
Actually,
listening.
sell it to Sean because Sean's in the market to buy one.
Are you looking to buy a PS4?
Ryan and I both. We're gonna go halvesies.
We were looking to go have these because what was the games we were talking about?
We want Spider-Man.
Would you kill a spider if I brought it to you?
Yeah.
Like you would?
Yeah,
just as an offering.
I would
to
kill
you.
a spider.
Like a tarantula?
Yeah,
What if it was on your white pants?
my white. I don't own white pants. Mistake number one.
Shit.
Wow.
Do we hit another?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. So I have the extreme one. Am I the asshole for telling a cop to get the fuck out?
Oh.
Okay, so I work in the EMS and I got dispatched to a car accident. It's a massive clusterfuck. It's a T-bone. There are many people hurt. There's blood and parts everywhere. I help my paramedic carry the most critical patient to the ambulance, and he's pretty close to dead. Blood everywhere. At least 3 broken lung bones, a blood pressure of 70/40. Just as a firefighter is getting ready to drive us off, a cop opens the back doors. We scream at the driver to stop, and the cop climbs in and says, "Let me get his wallet." Okay, I reach over and hand it to him, and he goes ahead to fall. The cop fell, disconnect like 10 wires we had hooked up. He then tried to climb out, and in the process of doing so, bumps an O2 canister and drops the wallet. He then clambers out and tries to close the door, but somehow manages to jam them. He comes back in through the side door, and now we wasted another 2 minutes on the scene. I tell him to get the fuck out and work to quickly unjam the rear doors. Got a complaint filed for unprofessional conduct. Thanks, man. You wasted 4 minutes of time that this person needs to live. Am I the asshole?
So wait.
So basically,
So this cop was like Mr. Bean, right? Or something.
so basically, dude's dying in the back of an ambulance. Mr. Bean fucks up for like 4 minutes, and then the EMT says, "Get the fuck out," to Mr. Bean.
And
or
I'm
the
sure
cop.
when you're like an EMT, like 4 minutes at a scene is like feels like 4 hours. Like I'm sure that's like
seriously.
this is like time that this dude is like dying.
is
on
like
my
struggling
hands.
to breathe. So
At that point, that cop's feelings were just hurt. He was like, very unprofessional.
Damn doors, damn
was-
CO2 cans.
God,
that was not cool.
I have
dude.
so many
Very
tubes
uncomfortable.
and wires everywhere in there. Clean
I
this
just-
place up.
I just needed his wallet. Wait, why did the cop climb in the ambulance? Why didn't he just open the door and be like, "Hey, give me the wallet," without unplugging anything? You know what I mean?
Because he was dumb. I don't know. I don't
Damn
know.
it,
Maybe he
Mr.
was
He was-
new.
dude,
Maybe
he
he was
was
his first day on the
sabotaging,
job.
dude.
Maybe
Either
just,
way.
he's fresh out of school.
Either way, not
Cop
the
school.
asshole. First of all, not
Yeah,
an
not
asshole.
the asshole, but
But
understandingly, I mean, probably unprofessional. But like in the
Yeah.
moment, it's like, dude, like you fucked up so much shit. Like we need to get this guy to the hospital or he's going to die.
I feel like EMTs have every right to do whatever the hell they want. If they're
probably
Seriously.
true.
as long as they're making the dude live, like you can do whatever you please, you know, as long as you're not killing other people, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Seriously.
telling the cop to get the fuck out, like there's a sense of urgency
He's
with
like, I am the law.
I am the law. Take me to the hospital.
Like, I don't know. I think the cop is a freaking asshole for not, like, if I was a cop, I was in that situation, I'd be like, okay, I deserve that. I deserved that, you know? But like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like if a guy's trying to save somebody's life and he marks it down as a misdemeanor for unprofessional conduct or
Yeah,
a complaint
that's what
for
it said, yeah.
unprofessional conduct?
Yeah, that's kind of messed
ridiculous.
up.
Kind of messed up.
I've got
I-
the next one.
Hit it, brother.
Am I the asshole for not wanting a kid that could potentially go blind at age 20? So my
Ooh.
wife and I are talking about kids. She has a condition in her family, retina pigmentosa, which affects the men of the family. If we have a kid and it is a boy, there's a 50% chance of going blind in late 20s. Am I the asshole for thinking that I don't really want to deprive my child of all the joys that life has to offer? For example, her father has never seen his 3 kids. He has no job, no social life, etc. Am I the asshole for not wanting a future similar to that for my kid? This post in no way intent to patronize, offend, or hurt anyone that lives with a disability. I need to make that very clear. Also, this is a throwaway account because my wife is lurking around here somewhere. Am I the asshole? Oh wait, there's some edits.
I mean, no, I think he is the asshole.
Really?
Yeah,
Whoa.
I do.
Oh yeah, no.
No, I think because the only example that he gives of a blind man is his father-in-law, right?
Yes.
There's plenty of blind people, especially blind people who didn't start off blind. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you're not destined to not have a social life. You're not destined to have a shitty life because you're blind. Like, I don't know. Like, I
But-
feel like there's plenty of blind people that get around just fine.
I feel like
and
it
they accept their condition.
strongly not disables, but it's a huge hindrance on life
Mhm.
if you are blind, especially if you don't start blind. If you gain this blindness at the age of 20, that's like a major setback, and it's probably really like devastating, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I...
And it's like, what, like, so you could learn, it'd be hard to grow up, you know, knowing like, okay, I'm learning how to read, I'm learning how to write.
But I could lose
in 20 years, I could lose all of this. I could go to college, get a degree at the age of like 24, 25, and then be blind 3 years later.
and not be able to work.
And not be able to work, not
or,
really be able
or see my friends, or I would have to learn how to walk again, kind of thing, you know?
I mean, bringing a child into the world, no matter what, there's always a risk of, you know,
Something.
of
Yeah.
something. You know, he could have disabilities in any form or any shape, but
Which that...
when it's incredibly likely,
Yes, that's different. Because whenever you have a child, there's a risk of something bad happening. We all know that if we have kids. But it's different if it's like a 50-50 chance that he's going to live life and then go blind. That's like, I don't know, you know?
I don't know.
I'm going to say not the asshole.
I'm going to say not the asshole as well.
I would disagree. I would say asshole. I think that one can argue, like, it's the same argument on whether you want to have kids or not. Like, do you think it's cruel to bring a child into this world? Because, I mean, if you do, then
Yes.
it is. And people do it every day. And no, so like, I don't know. I feel like if I'm gonna, you know, like say like I'm not gonna bring my kid into this world because he's gonna be blind, or, you know, in the context of I'm not gonna bring my kid into this world because of the bad things that can happen to him. I think that you're an asshole for attaching that to I guess the excuse of the kid being blind. Like, you know, anything can happen to that kid besides him being blind. And so I don't know. I would say yeah, he kind of is the asshole, but I can understand why he doesn't want to bring the kid in.
Ooh. It's a heater.
Ooh, I got one.
Okay.
Oh, you do?
Yes. All right. Am I the asshole for telling someone that his art sucks and he won't amount to much in life in front of his friends and family?
I mean, before reading, I'm going to guess yes. But we'll see how this goes. This might be our last one for this
strips
episode.
him down.
I want to do the heavy.
We can start out with, we can do a two-parter.
Should we do a
Like,
two-parter?
We can do a two-parter.
Okay, it's possible.
Might as well.
We'll think about it.
Okay. So I have a small group of close friends, all males around the age of 25, that I hang out with almost every day. We've all known each other almost all of our lives, and recently, 1.5 years, got a new addition to our group, John. I never really liked John. He was rude, obnoxious, and would always talk like he knows everything. He was also incredibly pretentious. A friend of mine said Einstein once, and John interrupted him to say, I have no idea what you're talking about. Do you mean the renowned scientist Albert Einstein? I once put up a Snapchat story saying I love college football, and he replied to my story with, it's called Gridiron, you moron. I don't understand how, but my friends readily accepted him into our friends circle. On one night about 5 to 6 months ago, we had a little get together and we're just drinking and having fun. John was kind of tipsy. He had some new girls show up, so I was kind of working my charm on them. They asked me what I did, and I went, I'm a biomed engineer. I don't know why that triggered John so much, but he went on this hour-long tirade about how I was just a drone in a rat race. He kept telling me about how I'm just like every other person and lacked creativity. He later passed out, but his little tirade became a running joke in our group. Every time I mentioned work or anything, John would start roasting me. He nicknamed me Drone and kept calling me that, even though I expressed multiple times that I don't like being called the Drone. He would keep telling me about how easy engineering is. He watched some intro to engineering course online, and that any monkey with a brain can do what I do. That really pissed me off. Once I told him to shut the fuck up, but he was like, what are you going to do? Fight me? I dare you to swing. I don't want to fight him, so now I started getting referred to as a pussy. Over the last few months or so, I kind of went front page a couple times on Reddit, and everyone was like, damn, Moshka, you famous now, as a joke. That triggered him even more. He'd say stuff like his posts suck, they're not even funny. Reddit is now just filled with stupid Facebookers who upvote stupid clickbait shit and downvote meaningful talent. At this point, it is relevant to bring up that what John does. He's a photographer who works as a barista at Starbucks. How good is he? Honestly, he started off as an annoying kid with a DSLR, no talent, and a Facebook page where he uploaded 3 to 10 pictures, or 3 out of 10 pictures. Over the years, he got slightly better, but it's still terrible. He says he's more of a 5 out of 10 now. 2 weeks, I think I read that wrong, uploaded 3 out of 10 pictures. I guess, okay, so that's the ratings. Okay, now they're 5 out of 10 pictures. 2 weeks ago, he got rejected from his dream job and made an Instagram post about how National Geography discriminated him because of his skin color, brown. Last week, we had a surprise birthday party at his place with his family. He lives with his parents and friends. At the party, I apologized to him. I hadn't met him since the post and said, I'm sorry you didn't get Nat Geo. To which he got angry again and said, I'd rather eat my own shit than be a drone like you. What I'm doing is making real art, and it's something your robot brain won't ever understand now or in the future, so I actually feel sorry for you. He said stuff like this in front of a girl I was with who got so enraged that she left and told me to tell them that she's sick or something. That's it. I fucking lost it. We were handing out mics to talk about our favorite memory with John, and I took that opportunity to say, well, John, your pictures fucking suck. No wonder Nat Geo rejected you. You're a 27-year-old barista with no college degree, mooching off your parents, and taking worse pictures than any jackass with an iPhone camera. You're not going to amount to anything in life, so just... I get cut off there. His dad grabbed the mic and shoved me. John came charging at me, but everyone just held him back. The rest of the guys, were like, "Get him out of here!" and I got kicked out. No one has talked to me since the incident, and John blocked me from all social media. Our group chat has been pretty silent too. John also apparently made a roast post about me. I don't know if I should apologize to him or not. Sorry for the long post. I know John is an asshole, but am I the asshole?
That almost sounded
That was a
fake.
trip. Yeah.
That
was
fake.
a roller coaster of emotion.
I think we all know a John or two.
Yeah.
We all went to high school with a John or two.
Oh yes.
It's like
I mean,
guess.
you went for the roast, and I commemorate that. I'll always,
He did
applaud
for
a good, well.
He kept the roast
oriented
going
roast.
for a good long minute.
Did you have to do it at the guy's birthday party with his parents there?
Couldn't you
Maybe.
have saved
I don't
it
know.
for next
But
week?
here's the thing: I feel like the rivalry between them was one where it was like if the guy really went up and said, "Hey, sorry you didn't get the job," it was probably more arrogant and spiteful than how he put it on the post.
Yeah.
So I could see them both escalating the situation. That's a problem with this subreddit is like people they don't want to be the assholes. So they might, toy with the story a little bit so that they're not. So we don't really know objectively. I would say they're both probably assholes. Maybe one's bigger than the other, but
I would say
both the assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was just a roller coaster of a story. It sounded like really extreme. I don't know. It was a lot though.
Yeah.
Kind of
I
funny.
don't know. I'm sure there's something about this guy's character too, where it's like all of his friends have sided with John.
Yeah.
And so maybe he's not as good of a friend with them as he thinks, or he's not as likable as he thinks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see why a guy like John would be likable, actually. I kind of like some of his opinions on things.
Yeah.
I mean,
Cog
that
in
is
the corporate machine, I respect. I respect that argument, and I'll bring that up occasionally as well. But
Yeah, we're pumping out a couple shorties, so that will be it for this
Bray's got some
episode.
school he needs to do tonight.
I
So
do
we
have
got
a
to
little
kind
bit of
of
school.
push
boys
through
got an
this.
exam.
So thank you guys for listening.
Make sure you follow our Instagram.
Leave us a review on iTunes if you will.
Do some missionary work for us.
Do some missionary
Tag a
work for us.
friend,
Tell your friends.
Show a friend. Go to Venmo and go to the world side and just start commenting.
We'll talk about it.
Links to our podcast.
We will
All right,
talk
we'll talk
about
about it. Bye.
See ya.